Hello, this is Lainy and Suzann from Achievement for All, and we're going to talk a little bit about the need for connection, I guess, in this time where we're working from home and we're in this lockdown situation. And I know, Suzann, we were talking about, weren't we, why it was important to us. Why have you felt that it's important to keep in contact with people even more so now than maybe before?
I think it's because we're just now so cut off, aren't we? You know, with the lockdown, with you're limited as to how often you can go out, who you can see. If it's not people in your own household, you're not supposed to have them in. And we said before, didn't we, about schools and colleges being such busy places that we are so used to being surrounded by adults and other people that to suddenly go from having tens to hundreds to thousands of people around you to now, I'm at home now with two teenage boys who hardly leave their rooms. So, that connection is just so important.
And like you, I'm at home and I've got one teenage boy, but there's some people that are at home with nobody.
No one, yeah.
And I know that I was having a conversation with somebody else recently who was saying that if they're in a flat on their own, and there's no space to go anywhere, there's no outdoor space, that it can be quite lonely, it can be quite isolating. And that whole thing about just your mental well-being over that period of time is much improved by talking, isn't it? And I know a lot of us at the moment, I don't know about you, but I've got lots of sort of Zoom conversations with family and friends in the evenings and at weekends, to the point they were getting quite ridiculous, but actually that was our way of keeping in contact. But we were also saying about how important it is to stay contacted with work colleagues as well. And you were saying some of the things that you've been doing at work. What are some of the things that you've been doing?
Well, you have to remember that the people you work with are another form of family. They are people that you are used to seeing every day. Now, we're quite lucky in education because we have those periods where we do break off from each other, sort of half terms or summer holidays and things. But this is so different. It doesn't feel like a summer holiday or anything like that. So we've used technology. We've used WhatsApp. We have a WhatsApp group that's going. But what I'd say to sort of managers is look out for those people who aren't responding to the WhatsApp group. There are some people who are on there and they'll do a laughing emoji every time something comes up. And we use it for silly things and for work stuff as well. But within that, you can have breakaway groups, your own other little groups. We've all also got a buddy. Every member of the team has a buddy who checks in with them every day. Now, I work part-time at college, but I will still speak to my buddy on days I don't work for college, in effect. So there is somebody checking that you're okay. And it might only be a 30-second conversation sometimes it might be 10 minutes. But teachers are talkers. We actually do need to talk to people, even if we can be quite introverted. It is just that checking that someone else is okay and that someone else is thinking about you, because I think that's what's getting lost at the moment as well.
And that view to this sort of outside world as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like I just need some connection.
Yeah.
To the outside when we're constantly locked in. And we've been doing, obviously I work with the team within the Achievement for All office as well. And I know that lots of different people have been doing things like coffee mornings and we can log in just for a general chat and a catch up. But we've also upped our team meetings that we just have a half hour or so team meeting now 3 times a week so that we can all check in and just... and it's just that feeling of connection that we're checking in with people. We know we're all still there. You can hear them, see them, feel them.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, it's just, the thing is, we are doing fun stuff as well. We run a pub quiz every Friday afternoon. So people are taking turns in doing that, and we're all quite competitive. So, but we're having fun together, because being at work isn't just about talking about teaching and learning. It's also talking about what happened last night. Have you had an issue with your own kids last night?
Yeah.
And it's just about connecting about anything.
Yeah. And so we're saying the things that we use as well. So WhatsApp groups,
yeah,
just general texts, being able to do video phone calls, being able to use things like Zoom and Skype and Teams and all sorts of Hangouts, Google Hangouts.
Yeah.
So there are lots and lots of things we can use, aren't there, in order to...
there are. I mean...
And just a telephone call.
Exactly. And in some ways, actually, I think we're connecting more than we do when we're actually working together, because when we're working together, we're on working in a post-16 college, we're on different sites. So there might be some people I may not see for weeks, but now actually I'm more or less having conversations with them every few days, or I'm part of the conversation with them every few days. And in some ways, I think it might actually be strengthening our team, which may not have happened.
Yeah, lots of other people have been saying that to me, that they feel like their team is coming together, or there's a greater cohesiveness, basically, amongst colleagues. And it'll be so interesting to see when we go back to normal, or whatever normal is going to be.
Well, that's the thing, isn't it? What is normal going to be? We just don't know, and I think we're going to be using things so differently in future.
Yeah,
because of this.
So I guess our message from this is, don't downcry the importance of connection, and keep talking to people, keep connecting with people in any way that is a comfortable way to connect with that person, and just make sure that you don't spend all your time completely alone and isolated. You can reach out to people, and actually at this time of crisis, you can find people to reach out to. So don't forget, there are professional places that you can go to reach out and have some connection to. So I think in terms of keeping yourself positively in your mental well-being, do talk. I think
definitely.
Do connect, do talk. Okay. If you found some value and some interest in what we've been talking about, please do click on the link and pop £1 in the pot to help towards our charity. Thanks very much. Bye.